grew up in a home of 5 kids, single mom, and we did not go to church that often. I didn't have a lot of trust in the church or in Christians, but when I was 30, I had run out of every single option that there was. I had given my life over to men. I had given my life over to partying. I had given my life over to every single thing that the world has to offer. I was pregnant with my second child, with my daughter Faith, who's now 13, and I was going through divorce, and I had come back home to Texas and was just desperate. I really, quite honestly, wanted to die, except I couldn't because I was a mom, but I really didn't feel like living anymore. And so I came home and I just pretty much threw my hands up and just said, if there is a God, whoever you are, I need your help. And the one that came for me was Jesus. And I said, if I give you my life, will you teach me how to live? And what happened at that moment is I let him become the shepherd of my life. And I actually gave him my whole being and I started following him. And that is when everything in my life changed. What I wanted, what I needed more than anything was a whole new beginning. And that is exactly what we have to offer with him. We get a new canvas, a new start, a new journey with Jesus. And that's exactly what I had at that moment. We can ask him for a million other things in the world, and believe me, I did. I asked him to make these guys that were not good for me love me. I asked him to give me jobs that weren't good for me. I asked him to give me money that I was going to spend on things I didn't need. I asked him to open doors for places that I didn't belong. I asked him for everything under the sun, things he never answered. But the only prayer that he did answer was when I finally came to him broken and I just said, God, I think what I really need is you. And I just need out of this, and I need an escape for my own self, for my sin. And that is the prayer that he answered. And that is when I really discovered who he was. And that's when I finally figured out how precious I really was in his sight. And that was a beautiful day. What I had cared about was performance, but what he had always cared about was my heart. What I had cared about was activity, but what he had always cared about was me. What I had cared about was what I had to give, or what I had to offer, which was nothing. But what he had cared about was who I am, which I didn't think was anything, but is so much when you see yourselves through your shepherd's eyes. You are so much more beautiful than you ever thought you could be. It's never coming to him saying, I have my degree to offer you. I have my good looks to offer you. I have all of my pedigree to offer you. Because we don't have those things to offer him. What we have to offer him is our brokenness, our exhaustion, our fears, our shame, the weight of the world, all these things that he came for. And at the cross, he came to take it all. That's exactly what he meant when he went to the cross and he said, it is finished. Price paid. That is exactly what he came for. That is what our shepherd went to the cross for.